'cause you're gonna drown. Full of words, but they don't make a sound. Turn around.
So how about introducing yourself?
Hello, my name is Scott Elk.
Scott Elk, and what do you do, Scott Elk?
I am a pharmaceutical sales rep and a musician.
Okay, and what kind of music do you play?
I do acoustic, I do a lot of 90s and music from today and some classic rock. And then with my band Guilty Pleasure, we do a lot of 80s, 90s, some classic rock, and then also some music from the current era.
Excellent. What are bands you're playing in?
I do an acoustic duo with Kyle Ward, who's also the guitar player in my band Guilty Pleasure, and then also I do a trio, which is with Kyle and Aaron Manzo on bass.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Where do you guys gig out
at? Right now, well, actually for the past few years, mostly Monmouth County and Ocean, but right now doing a lot of Monmouth County, so Colts Neck, Red Bank, Asbury, Long Branch area.
Okay. When did you start playing music?
Well, when I was born, pretty much, because my dad was a musician and music was part of our everyday activity. So sitting with him and watching him play guitar and piano, I started taking piano lessons when I was about 5 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and I picked up the guitar when I was about 19, so almost 18 years ago.
18 years ago. What do you say your influences were growing up? What musicians did you like? What artists did you kind of want to emulate?
Well, I grew up with the Beatles, and that's my all-time favorite. So Beatles, Three Dog Night, Queen, The Doors, Monkees, Beach Boys, mostly those types of bands. And then as I got older, I started listening to like Dave Matthews and Coldplay and Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, and I got into all the 90s bands, Alice in Chains and Nirvana, so those were big influences in the 90s for me.
You're on the Magic of the Navasink compilation CD from the Downtown All-Stars of Red Bank, which is getting released shortly. Your song is called Turn Around. Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
Sure. So I had a friend that was going through a lot in their life, and the chorus line, I just thought about it, and I was like, wow, like this kind of applied to this person. And then from there, we just started writing, lyrics and the music, and it just kind of came together. I mean, sometimes I get writer's block where I don't even know what to write about, and somehow like this line came to me, turn around because you're going to drown, full of words, but they don't make a sound. And then from there, it kind of built the story. And, it's got like a very, that's also another influence, the Goo Goo Dolls. It's got a very Goo Goo Dollish kind of feel to it. So I like the way, the chorus started off, and I base it off of that.
Excellent, excellent.
So I've been working on originals for the past few years. I had a very humbling experience a few years ago where I wasn't really focusing on writing. I just like to play music, and then what had happened, as many people know, is I was brought on stage with the Goo Goo Dolls and I sang with Johnny Resnick. And after the show, I was walking in the casino and I was approached by the Goo Goo Dolls record label, which is Warner Brothers, and the guy gave me his card and he said, if you have any originals, send it to me. So from there I started writing, and I kind of forced it, but never really put it together. So hopefully soon I will put together a CD, and I'm sure I still have the guy's contact, but it's just life kind of takes over, and you're kind of focusing on other stuff. And
right.
Yeah.
Where do you see Scott Elk going with this music thing?
Well, I always see myself playing music, whether it's continuing in the cover scene and just doing what I love, which is just singing songs that I grew up with and songs that I appreciate. But I would like to focus more on my originals, and Kyle Ward, who is an excellent guitar player, him and I have been working lately on some of my originals, which I wrote with a friend of mine, A.B. Heaney. And A.B. Heaney is a phenomenal musician, and I'd like to get back and work more on my originals and the ones I've had and the ones that I'm going forward.
So if you put like a number from 1 to 10 of what music means to you as far as importance goes in your life, where would you put it?
11. It's above 10. Music has been instilled in me since I was born. I mean, I actually have videos which I turned into a DVD from VHS of me as a kid and my older brother doing Queen, and I did We Will Rock You, Save Me, and Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and you see me with the mic, and you see me actually moving around and dancing, and people claim that I still move that way. So, and I was about two and a half then. So yeah, music's been my whole life, everything.
Watching the way you move, watching the path you choose, wondering what changed inside of you. Not sure I'm along the way, a different person yesterday.